Hello, everybody. Welcome to CyberSlay. I'm Akanksha Reddy, honored to be the host of CyberSlay Talk Show. But I'm equally excited because we have a very special guest with us joining today who will be sharing her side of insights, her side of journeys, her breakthroughs, her challenges through the world of cybersecurity. She's a passionate security engineer specializing in application security, cloud, AI, and software supply chain security. With hands on experience in building and securing cloud native environments, Kubernetes infrastructure, CI/CD pipelines, and containerized systems, she brings a deep understanding of modern cyber threats and evolving attack surfaces. Beyond the technical side, she actively researches zero trust, network segmentation, and AI in cybersecurity. She's also a strong advocate for women in cybersecurity and currently leads community and development for breaking women barriers at cybersecurity, where she works towards creating inclusive spaces and empowering more women to enter and grow in the field. Everyone, please welcome Kriti Karbanda to CyberSlay.
Hi, Akanksha. Thank
Hi,
you.
Kriti.
Thank you for having me.
How are you
And
doing?
I am good. I'm good. That was a very in-depth introduction. And thank you for
Thank
that.
you so much for joining with us today. It's such a pleasure to have you on this platform. Before we deep dive into our serious conversation mode, could you tell us what made you choose the cyber world? Like, what was the point when you realized that you want to see yourself in cybersecurity?
So honestly, it chose me in a way. It didn't happen the other way around that I was looking like I want to get into cyber. Like I have always been curious about how to break things, how they work, and I ended up doing engineering. It was like that's how parents think, right? Like, oh, she has a mindset, and then probably you and I ended up doing engineering. But early on, I realized that in cybersecurity, you're always thinking like an adversary and that you have that problem solving mindset, which I had. So that really pulled me in. And I think it's one of the few fields where you're never bored because there's so many challenges. You're always on your toes and the threat landscape changes so quickly. So I think all of that just pulled me in. So yeah, that's why I say it shows me I didn't choose cybersecurity. Yeah.
So, you're currently working as a security engineer, right? So, what does your typical day looks like?
So currently, I am working with ServiceNow in
Yeah,
application security and particularly in DevSecOps.
yeah,
So, like my day to day revolves around containers, container security, supply chains, and then securing supply chains.
yeah,
Same with like CI/CD pipelines. And a big part of my role is making sure that security is embedded into the development lifecycle, like how we say shift left with security,
yeah,
so bringing that to life rather than just like saying it out.
yeah.
And no 2 days are exactly the same. As I said, like challenges every day. So yeah, that's how it goes.
I've been following you on LinkedIn because it's such an immense, I've seen your journey from evolving from one aspect to another, and I've seen that you have won a CSPM product from like scratch to deployment stage at a startup, which is incredibly challenging, to be honest. Like, how did that journey begin at a startup?
So that also just happened. Like I never planned for that as well because COVID happened and
Yeah.
I graduated from my bachelor's during the lockdown. And the
Okay.
original plan was that I would go straight into my master's
Yeah.
because I had found like, okay, I want to pursue cybersecurity,
Yeah.
but I was doing electronics and communications engineering. So my hands-on was not very much like I was not very much ready to step into the world. That's what I felt at that time.
Yeah.
So I had prepared myself that I would go for masters. I had like admits and everything already, but the
Yeah.
whole world paused. Like everything went into lockdown. So I dropped that idea and I started looking for jobs. And then I found this startup. I got the opportunity and I just really resonated what they were planning at that time, like planning to build. And I just jumped in. And so when you're working at a startup, you do not have a luxury of established playbooks or the processes. As you get into MNCs, you get everything as like, this is how you follow, this is how it goes.
Yeah.
But at a startup, it's like you're building the plane while you're flying it. So
You're doing
you
multiple roles at the same time. Yeah.
exactly. So no set working hours, no real holidays. But what it gives you in return is an incredible opportunity to grow, which I got. Like I had to go deep into cloud misconfigurations, dive into relevant compliance frameworks and standards, and then write code to enforce those controls, and then build a pipeline that would actually block those non-compliant infrastructure. So there was a lot, and there was a lot more, but all of that within a year. I did all of
Oh,
that within a year,
that's great.
and all of that built the experience and re-established my desire to like explore cybersecurity further. Like I
Yeah.
started picking on things. Okay, maybe I need to improve on this. I need to pick up on this. And
Yeah.
rather than taking small courses, I'm like, I'll just go back and pursue my master's. And one
Yeah.
year doing all of that, and then I was like back on studying. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I can understand. Like working in a startup is not at all easy. I can clearly understand that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's not.
there's something that I've been meaning to ask because you can guess the word, you can guess what I'm talking about. It's a two-letter word that's been really going around recently. The word, of course, AI.
Yeah,
It's just, I mean, the questions, I mean, the confusion around it. It's something people really actually want to know. Like, it's a hottest topic right now in the market. AI and cybersecurity. Like, do you really think that you can see the changes in attacks and defenses? Like, do you really see the shift that is happening right now?
there's a big shift. Yes, and on both the sides, I would say. First, I would talk about the attack side, as you said, like attacks and defenses.
Yeah,
So I would say AI is lowering the bar. And when I say lowering the bar, it's easier to attack. And we have seen within like last year how many incidents have happened, or how many companies have put it out there. Like how much has it gone through? Because phishing is more convincing now because you have AI. You can write in a way, you can just put it in a way that nobody would know this is a phishing email. Like it's not like you read the email and you point out, oh, there's a comma missing, oh, that's a just a typo, and then
yeah,
those things don't work really now. And the other thing is vulnerability discovery is faster. And that, like, we used to have bug bounty programs, we still have bug bounty programs, but at a scale on which a person can find out a vulnerability is way faster because of AI. And following that, adversaries can automate at
yeah,
scale. So same, like if you see the
yeah.
defense side now, so AI is helping up, like AI is
Kriti,
helping up.
there's a
Yeah,
little bit of disturbance from your side.
is it a lag or something? Is it better now?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, there's a lag.
yeah. I think your video stuck. Okay,
Just
1 second. Let's see.
better.
Yeah, a little better now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
What were we talking about? I think we were talking about the defense side. We were talking about the defense side of AI. So yeah, I was saying that AI is helping up, like it is helping up the processes with massive amount of data, and that it can detect anomalies faster. Like if it that's the same thing, like vulnerability discovery from attack side is faster. So from defense side, we can say that anomalies detection is faster as well,
okay.
and that reduces the alert fatigue. But here's the thing, like all of this AI can do, we can say AI for AI, like in terms of security, but AI doesn't replace the security engineer's judgment. It rather amplifies it. It gives you more time, more space to, okay, you found out that you didn't waste your time on that, but now you can think the risk perspectives. The risk is like how much can you trust that output, or probably how are you going to build upon that the threat vectors according to what you have gone from AI, because you save that time. You didn't really put your time to just like trying to look into it. So yeah, it's both ways, I would say. Yeah.
So, like, do you really feel excited that, AI and cybersecurity are actually, it's an intersection between them. So, does it excite you? Like,
Uh, it does because I have a background from ML. So when AI came into thing, like
yeah.
AI and AI security, I was really excited because I got to deep dive in one of the other passions I used to have when I chose cyber. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. But if I see, like, if I go in depth from cybersecurity perspective, like, there are two things. AI can do threat modeling and can also generate code. But the context awareness, like the security, like if you do not have that, how do you know the code that you're getting is secure or not? So
Yeah,
the context aware security guidance, as the AI writes code for you, as it was always taught to, probably we can say, like humans, how you should look into
yeah,
those things are something like I really want to see how it shifts, how it truly shifts the security left, like how it probably supports as that AI agent rather than just like a human, but how that can equally be like divided. But yeah, I'm excited to see like how AI security can have its own disciplines, and protecting AI models from like all those things. Like now we have prompt injection, data
yeah.
poisoning, mall threats, so like all of that. And yeah, I think it's just we are at the start of the map. We're still mapping the whole frontier down the line. So yeah,
I feel like we have a very long way to go.
very long way to go for security, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, in cybersecurity, do you oversee any trends in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, big ones. AI security, as you were talking about, like
Yeah, yes, of course.
yeah, it looks like to me, like if I see how things are going, it could be its own domain. Even the certifications, if you see, like IC2 or something, they are making AI a part of the traditional certifications. So it could be its own domain, because when they define it and when we see it coming it out, we see, okay, there are more roles as well that are especially dedicated to it. So it could be one of the trend which could take over with the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah,
And the second one, which I work on, so I think it is really relevant, is like supply chain security,
yeah,
because it gets more serious with AI on that, the pace it's going on, because we've already seen like a steady rise in incidents, which I was talking about earlier, and especially if we see around third party dependencies. And that is all because AI is now accelerating how attacks are crafted and automated in that space. So
yeah,
it's all going to intensify. So supply chain security is one of the things that's going to get even stronger. Like the roots to it and like how it goes through, what goes through it. So that understanding that, I would say,
wow,
it's not
yeah,
just buzzword now, very important.
yeah,
And the last is security tooling. Like it might sound, I would say, like very much like security tooling has always been there, but
yeah,
how you actually embedding it into your SDLC or your pipelines, that it becomes like the first line of defense for the developers and not just like a last thought. We've seen like so many startups come up within like past 1 to 1.5 year, and none of them are failing. Like every startup that we're seeing is like growing at a different pace, because
yeah, true.
people who need these products, like even if AI exists, you cannot build a whole product at that pace. You need a lot of manpower, infrastructure, everything.
Yeah,
So
true.
yeah, understanding how tooling works, it's not just going to be traditional 4 5 strong tools that gonna stay, but in general it's going to evolve a lot. Yeah.
Nice. Like I've said before, I've been following your journey. I've seen that you've actively working for breaking barriers women in cybersecurity. That's a great initiative because I've researched about it. I've got to know a lot about it. Like, what made you take that community leadership? Because that's really impressive.
So it wasn't just BBWIC, from like Breaking Barriers Women in Cybersecurity. We just
Yeah,
say abbreviate it as BBWIC.
yeah,
So it wasn't BBWIC specifically from the start. I started volunteering with multiple communities over the years, because
okay,
my goal was networking, to meet more people, like-minded people, and understand people's journey, to probably like make a path for myself. So that's
yeah,
how I started going to communities.
yeah,
uh, and I've always been like advocate for women in cybersecurity, and generally as well, like people who are interested in cybersecurity, to just like give them a push, because there's a lot of myth around it, that you should be this, you should be know that, and everything
Of
from that
course. Yeah.
background. Exactly. And another thing that I have is I have a very strong paid back mindset. So all of that pulled me towards communities. But so similar way BBWIC came, like I came across BBWIC and I started volunteering. And when I started volunteering, this was back in 2021 with them, the community was much smaller. Like the
Okay.
other communities that I have been part of or I was volunteering for, this was like way smaller. And I think that drew me in more, because I felt genuinely like I found a safe space to share thoughts, learn more closely, and find my people. And something that I was like looking for, it just happened. Like I found it there. So when the opportunity came for a leadership role, I just stepped in, and it was an obvious yes. Like I couldn't say no.
I think it's a
Yeah.
greatest opportunity to work there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, Kriti, I think we had a lot serious conversation right now. I think it's time that we jump into a little fun segment. I've prepared a
Okay.
few rapid fire questions, and I would really happy if you answer those questions for me and as well as our for our Cyberslay audience. So,
Okay.
are we good? Shall we start?
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah.
So, can you describe cybersecurity in 3 words?
3 words.
Yeah,
Um, break, defend, repeat.
that's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice. So, if not
Yeah.
cybersecurity, what career path would have chosen? Would you have chosen?
I'm a people's person, so probably something around that. So
Same.
not, no, I don't have a word, but yeah, something around that. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
AI attacker or AI defender?
Defender, always. Yeah. Yeah.
One AI tool you secretly love using.
I don't have one. I'm sorry. I can't answer that one. There's no one.
Okay, there's a lot. Okay, fine. Me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
One cybersecurity trend everyone is pretending to understand.
Zero trust.
Oh,
Zero.
really?
Yeah,
Do you think that?
there's a lot of hype around it, but if you start talking in depth,
Yeah.
it's very lateral, and you should go horizontal. Like you should understand the depth and breadth of it, but it's not that way when you talk about zero trust. Most of the people that I've seen,
Oh,
so yeah,
okay. So
yeah.
one cybersecurity buzzword you're tired of hearing.
AI security.
That's something I've been really listening to these days. Like it's just AI, AI, AI. That's it.
Everywhere,
Yeah,
everything is
everywhere.
replaced. Yeah.
Yeah. Most underrated security skill.
Communication.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like I think if you can't explain the risk to
Yeah.
a non-technical person,
Yeah.
you don't really understand the bigger impact. So that's the thing. Like the
Yeah.
better you communicate, the better you understand things. Yeah.
That's true. One advice for aspiring security engineers in one sentence.
mm, I would say you should get comfortable being uncomfortable. Like when you
Oh,
are, yeah, when you're getting into this field, it constantly pushes your knowledge limits. So if you worry or keep that anxiety all the time, like you can't go with like you don't know what's next and you can't go without it. So then
yeah,
probably something. Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one last question for you, Kriti. It's a very requested question. Any advice
Okay.
or message for upcoming security as professionals in like especially in 2026 because the tools and the things that have been blooming, do you have any advice for them?
I think I would come back to what I said, the communication part.
Yeah.
Like whatever you are doing, your personal projects, the skills that you're learning,
Yeah.
try to communicate them well. You do not really have to have a portfolio, but if you can put it out in words so that the other person understands your knowledge set, your skill set,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's gonna make you stand out for sure. And stay curious, because things are changing at a pace that's unpredictable.
Yeah.
So curiosity, more curious you are, more you're willing to ask what could go wrong, what could be like what's next, and you also like have that mindset. And yeah, the last thing is like try to understand the infrastructure as well. Like as we're going towards AI is taking the whole hype and everybody's after it. But go
Yeah,
back to the fundamentals and try to understand how the infrastructure is built, how the policies are built. Because if you do not get that, even if you know what AI or AI security is,
yeah.
you would miss like major chunk of the area of like the risk, where could be like the threat landscapes and how risks can evolve out of it. So that's very important. Yeah.
I agree. Communication skills, curiosity, and fundamentals. I think that's good to go. If you're good at it, then you're perfect. I believe that.
Yeah.
Uh, that's it, Kriti. We are done with the episode one of CyberSlay. Thank you so much for joining with us, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been, I mean, it's been such an informative session for me as well because I've got to learn a lot new things, especially regarding AI in cybersecurity. Uh,
Yeah.
it's a very nice session. And I feel like people who are watching today have got a clearer understanding of what cybersecurity is, just beyond creative, like social media hype and buzzwords. Is it, yeah, is it
Yeah.
correct? Is it true?
I think yes. At least I tried. Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's not, I mean, I can't even explain about it. You were so good. And yeah, like this is what CyberSlay is about, to be honest. Practical conversations with people who are actually working in cybersecurity world, right? So yeah, once
Amazing.
again, thank you so much, Kriti, for joining with us. And for
Having
people
me.
who are watching today, yeah, you go saying something. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying thank you for having me today.
Sure, sure. And for people who are watching today, uh, this is what Cyberslay. And to be more connected with us, you can follow through our social media platforms where you can learn more about our chat shows and our upcoming community meetups. We'll meet you soon with another episode of Cyberslay. And yeah, until then, stay connected. Thank you, Kriti.